is not bad. If you're not going out in the streets and assaulting black people because you're white, because you're a white supremacist, do whatever the fuck you want, dude.
Oh, I know what's going on.
And what about the ableism part?
Like, I get that people say being transracial, or not, being trans-able is not racist ableist, but, because it kind of, like, takes away from actually disabled people's rights. And that is not true, because actually disabled people usually, and I'm using this term very loosely, usually have a diagnosis or something to help them with their disabilities.
Is that fucking Quibble Clop?
Yeah. Although they might not, because every experience with a disorder, disability, everything is different. I feel like people who are transabled probably can get that disorder in the future, or already have it. Like, transabled fucking autistic people. Now, this is just talking from my own experience. When I was 7, I watched this show, and this show was called The Amazing World of Gumball, and I went into 2nd grade, and I imitated every scene from that show, like, in front of my classmates. Got to the point where I stood up on top of the lunch table, and I pulled my pants down.
What?
Yeah.
Webs.
And then I was diagnosed with ADHD.
What pronouns do your alters, like the alter that is fronting right now, do you want me to call them by, Solux and, like, do you want me to call them by their alters name?
ITF, intersex to female, but sometimes it's ITM, intersex to male.
What do you want me to use, like, pronouns? What pronouns?
She, her, she, her, she, her.
Okay,
I'll kill you.
I will. Oh, okay.
Okay, anyways. But, so, I was later, like, after that happened, and after a lot of stuff happened, I was medicated and diagnosed with ADHD. And the thing is, I never actually had ADHD. This was early signs of, like, just me being a little freaky kid. But I feel like that transabled people, if they try hard enough, they can get a diagnosis. Because I never had ADHD in the first place. All I did was imitate scenes from a TV show.
Okay.
Interesting.
But I do have an insane amount of, like, brain damage, and I lose a lot of, like, neurons.
It's from stuffing all that brake cleaner?
Yeah, it's from that, but that's, like, not ADHD-wise at all. That's not related, so, yeah.
So why don't you just, like, maybe not up the brake cleaner?
Motherfuckers, when someone has an addiction?
Oh!
What? No, actually. Okay. Have you ever heard of something, and this is a really rare niche mental health term, called drug addiction?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
Never heard of it
Holy
before.
Shit.
What made you start huffing brake cleaner in the first place?
When I
if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer any question you don't want to.
The first time ever, my dad was cleaning out his brakes, and he was, like, tweaking out, because if you're even exposed to it at all, you just start, like, getting kind of tweaked out. And so I was, like, huffing that shit. But, first of all, I breathed it, and I was like, why did it do that? And then so I sprayed it on a rag, and I sniffed it really hard. And that's how I learned about huffing. And then I stopped doing that. I didn't ever do it again because I got really scared. But then I started doing it again when I was 11. And then I started doing it a lot more. I'm probably pretty lucky I haven't died from it yet. When I was, like...
And do you still...
Weeks. I still do it occasionally. I think I've done it, like... 3 times today.
I'm sorry for laughing.
Shut the fuck up. I hate you.
Wait, hold on, you did it 3 times today?
Yeah, but it was like a small amount, so I'll be fine.
You guys know that, right?
Who's speaking?
What are you?
Hard beside you. Hi,
Where are you?
somebody who's actually brain damaged in the chat. That's not Seb. You guys know that, right?
Wait, how do we not know that's Seb?
What do you mean?
How do we not know that's
Seb?
Like,
wait, do you think I'm LARPing
how do you know
as
that's not
Seb?
them?
Do you think I'm LARPing as Seb?
Yeah, I do, because so many people have done it.
Yeah, but none of them,
So
like...
many people.
none of them sound like me. Okay, I'll list out all my usernames and accounts right now.
So I'm gonna completely ignore what this other guy's saying. There are like 2 or 3 people that have been like LARPing as Seb for like the past week. I don't give a fuck what he says. He's not Seb.
How do you know that for a fact, though?
I'm not LARPing as Seb. I can be dead ass. Like,
I don't know.
Okay,
how to
I
say
brought this up. I brought
we know Seb.
What do you mean? Like right now?
Move.
That's just
Personally?
No.
I've literally known Seb for
doesn't
months. If
matter.
you don't get out of my face, I'm kicking you. I've known him for months. That is not him. By voice.
no, why do you
That
think
is
it's not me? Because it
fucking
dead ass is.
These people are saying that they know Seb. I'm gonna trust.
Okay, no, I met Queerly and Lothario a while ago, but I never knew them personally. I only hung out with them like a little bit.
What's my favorite color? I told Seb my favorite color.
I can't remember that shit. Hello?
Hold on, wait,
Well,
hold
not
on.
gonna lie, how do you remember like a
hold
favorite
on,
color?
hold on.
I have bad memory.
What's going on?
Hold on, I have a question.
Well, as somebody with the
oh my
IQ,
gosh,
memory loss
I'm-
is one of the most.
Am I gonna get kicked? Am I gonna get kicked? But you knew the owners. You hung out with the owners, so that doesn't add up.
Now,
I didn't know they were the owners.
that is
No.
What happened?
I fucking told Seb I'm the group owner. You are not fucking
A
Seb. I
Ficto
told
Rose?
Seb I'm the
A
group owner.
Ficto Rose.
Yes.
Why are you two ERPs?
I told him that. I'm so confused. Wait, you're not Seb. Hold on. You're not fucking Seb.
Which group
You're
did you let
LARPing.
me moderate? Hey Seb, which group did
Which
you let
group
me
did I,
moderate?
Grass's Rad Queer Place?
That's not proof. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god.
No, speak like you.
Okay. Seb's Groovies, Grass's Rad Queer Place. Like, I don't think I've ever moderated for any group.
How do you remember that but not their favorite color? How do you remember that?
It's just it's.
How am
I'm
I
not gonna lie. Hey,
how am I
hey,
supposed to
hey.
remember
Not to
that?
hey.
Actually, though,
Trust me,
guys.
it's orange. I know it's orange.
Oh my god. Okay.
As a fellow system,
Now, look,
it's not that easy to remember one piece of information.
No, Seb
I-
has never claimed to have a dissociative disorder before.
Yeah, I have. I've been claiming that for ever since I started like getting on the internet. Everyone shut up. My thing has stayed consistent. I've suffered brain damage in the past, and I still do sometimes get concussions because I fall on shit constantly. And it builds up to the point where it gets really bad for my head.
Brain damage builds
And,
up.
like-
I'm sorry. I'm
Like,
sorry.
it's
I need to
really
cut
not
you
good.
off.
But anyways, the point is, it's like I don't care if you think I'm not me. That doesn't really bother me that much because I am me.
Hold on.
But
If you guys personally know Seb, can't you guys just contact him? I never
We
said
didn't say
personally. I've known
personally,
him.
we said
I've known him for months.
Okay.
It's just the voice. I've told him so many small things that he's remembered. That is not Seb. That's just not him. I swear to God, that is not him. I've known him for
Like-
months.
and also, I've always stated that I was professionally I was given a professional opinion, but not a diagnosis by a psychologist for clinical multiplicity, which is
Are you shushing me?
the actual term for plurality. I'm not I've never like
Sorry,
I've
but getting an opinion and getting a proper diagnosis are two very different things.
yeah, I know.
I've gotten a proper diagnosis.
It's a
Jeppy, I love you, Jeppy. I love you. I
like,
love you.
I think this sounded
some of us
from the
don't want a
situation that's defining
diagnosis
it,
because that can have us
Jeppy just told me he
like,
loves
okay,
me.
some
I'm so happy.
some people with the disorder,
Hey,
believe it or not,
goodbye,
don't
Tom,
want a
brain damage,
diagnosis
weird
because it
behave,
can put
shitty
them in a
opinion,
bad
retard.
place.
Hold on.
Oh.
So
I'm perfectly
who
fine
are-
with having
wait,
a
who are the-
diagnosis.
No, shut up. Who are the people saying that this isn't Seb's
Hi,
web?
buddy.
Because-
It's Queerly and
Hey, Habit.
Lothario.
Hey,
Who are
Habit.
the
This
people
is my
saying that this
instance.
This is
Remember when
our
you called me a
instance. We're gonna start
pedophile?
your shit. We're gonna start our shit. You called us a pedophile. You called us a pedophile. You fucking weirdo. I'm not even rad queer. I'm not even rad queer. You fucking weirdo. You imbecile. You're embarrassing.
I'm really overstimulated. I'm gonna go talk to my friend.
Sorry. But yeah, we're the people saying that that's not Seb. That's just not Seb.
Hey,
Dude, how can you prove that? Actually,
question. Can shut up, please? Genuinely, for a second, not to be rude, but shut up for a
Okay,
second.
I have a
Okay.
couple.
Okay.
I have a
You're
couple
kind-
pieces
Hey,
of main
shut
evidence.
up.
What?
Shut up. My
I'm
hand is
so
up. Shut up.
scared
Anyway,
of
like
my
I was
hand.
saying,
No, I'm not leaving.
just to clarify this, if you are Seb's web, do you remember a conversation in infected apartments that was I know sometimes systems can't remember things, but that was a big conversation that you most likely would have remembered because you kind of
There's no
started
problem.
freaking out.
I really should have said something. Thank you.
Infected apartments with somebody named
What?
No, I just wanted
User
to...
lost at
remember.
sea?
Yeah, you say your OBR.
user wasn't
Not reset, but like
that was a
reset
different
version.
thing. I can't remember
Oh.
if their username was Bad Habit at the time or Hypnotic Neon, but
What's the
that
person
person
I think it might have been
you were being
Hypnotic.
confronted.
Why? Wait, we were confronting Neon?
No, we were confronting you for stuff that you did in the past that there was proof on.
Yeah,
So
that
you
proof
remember
is
that
my
Seb, how old are
that
you?
proof is my apparent blackmail. I think that's dude. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
So no, I'm not here to start any drama. I just need to clarify that you remember
No, you're
that.
not.
Do you remember
Yeah, I do
exactly
remember that.
what you were being confronted about?
Racism, pedophilia, and
It's fine. I'm changing my avatar.
bro shipping.
Wait, that's
A few things that were not mentioned in the conversation, actually. You were being confronted for being a necrophile, a zoophile.
I'm not a
and
necro,
switching
and I'm
your
not a
trauma
zoophile.
by the face
Hello?
of the moon.
I'm tickling you to around that.
Really?
You don't remember saying
Okay,
you've
now look,
killed a bird
look,
and had
look.
thoughts of raping the bird.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That doesn't that's not something that
That's
can
necrophilia and that's zoophilia.
yeah, that never happened, so it doesn't bring any memory to me because I don't remember that at all.
Listen.
There's a
listen,
clip.
Listen. Just because you didn't fuck a dead bird doesn't change any difference. If you had sexual thoughts about fucking a dead bird, you're a zoophile.
Thought crimes aren't real. Thought crimes aren't real. You can't say that.
This one?
Okay, so that, includes rape and
That still doesn't
sexual
explain why you change up
assault.
your trauma by the phase of the moon.
Look. What you think about
Excuse me?
is not your actions. And if you view what you think about as a physical action that harms others, you are not prepared for the internet.
Okay, but I have one question.
or its
Based on your
tendencies.
actions, if you don't mind me asking, how come every time you're confronted by something, why do you just display your trauma like you're pulling out cards?
What do you mean?
It's like you have millions amounts of trauma, and that's
Why do I blame it all on my groomer? Hello?
Why aren't you in a psych ward?
Exactly. Why don't
Okay.
Why don't you
I've
get
told
prof-
so
like,
many
why don't
people
you get
this. I've told so
professional
many
help?
people this.
Why don't you get?
No,
why
come
don't
here.
you get professional
Come here,
help?
dude. Come here. Okay, basically. Okay, professional. Okay, look. Professional help and medication is a lie and a scam.
It's
So that
not,
medical,
because
so that
I'm
medical
absolutely
associations
thriving.
can have you.
Everyone's talking.
I've gotten
Okay,
help.
look.
I've gotten
look.
help.
No, professional help and medication is a scam so that people can track you down due to your medical records, your diagnoses, and everything. So you can be completely controlled and institutionalized and incarcerated for having a disability that you cannot control.
Hey, excuse me.
What?
Can I ask something? Please. So, you are
Seb,
the
can I
sex
say
web, I'm
something?
guessing?
Yes. What? Hello?
So I've actually been through the mental health system, and I'm just overhearing this. I'm sorry, but are you saying that you feel like it traps you and stuff?
That's
Like
really
it,
gross, man.
like it
If
controls you?
I get a diagnosis, I'll be gang stalked by the government and
No,
the
you won't.
fucking medical
what
people
do
for the
you
rest of
feel
my
you're gonna
life.
get
I don't
a
want
As
to
somebody
deal
who
with
is a
that.
conspiracy theorist and who has
Yeah.
theorized
I
on the
have-
government multiple
Okay,
fucking
so-
times, that is not ever going to happen because they are
I
not
have
allowed
a-
to do that.
Okay, look.
It's only your medical records.
Now this could
and
sound
only
really
medical
crazy coming from
professionals
me.
Can sit there and they
Shut the
can
fuck
make
up! Shut the fuck up!
I'm sorry, but it's basic human
I have-
knowledge.
A paranoid schizophrenia diagnosis. But personally,
Okay.
I don't think that's real. I just think I can see things that other people can't see, and they want to take that away from me by medicating me. Okay? And I do think that's the genuine truth.
So you
And
can't get
I
professional
feel very strongly about this, and I feel like anyone who disagrees with this might be genuinely indoctrinated.
Okay. I mean, I definitely don't have schizophrenia, and I don't have, I don't have DID
Me
or
neither.
anything, but I have BPD. And for me, I did go through, like, what's it? What do they call it? The mental hospitals and shit. It can be very... Have you been to one, or have you not?
I've never been to a mental hospital in my life, dude.
They can be really scary, but they only exist for if you're so damaged that they need to have you somewhere so they can have you safe until they're able to get you outside resources.
I don't want to be incarcerated for something that I cannot control. I don't deserve to be incarcerated.
They wouldn't incarcerate you.
That's the same thing.
No. They wouldn't incarcerate you. All they do is help you regulate these emotions. That's all it is. It's not trying to control you or make you or convince you of something that you believe or to be true, non-true, whatever. It's just to help you understand them and live with them.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Most mental health disorders, to me, are genuinely just things that, like, probably occur to most people. Like, okay, to me, now, like, you're telling me, okay, they want to help you, but the thing is, if they try to help you, such as medicating you or putting you in a facility, there's multiple risks to that. First of all, grooming by a psychologist or therapist. Second of all, having your abilities stripped of you, such as, or being stripped of your abilities, such as, like, being, like, seeing things that other people can't see. I feel like it's labeled as a hallucination, and it's labeled as a medical delusion, but I feel like that's not the case. I don't. I feel like there's no found out causes to schizophrenia. It's a completely random disorder. So in that case, I feel like it should be taken as not a disorder, but, like, okay, look, I may be seen as the crazy paranoid schizophrenic guy right now, but a couple hundred years ago, I would be the guy you would go to. I would be your, like, visionary. I would be, like, the guy next door. I would be a prophet, okay? And that's, it's odd that society, like, kind of tries to put that away, because